Hello, welcome to the lecture series on the poem A Requiem to Mother Earth by O.N.V. Guru. So this is the first part of the lecture series and I will be giving you an introduction to the poet and the poem. Ottaplakal Neelakandan Velukurup, or O.N.V. as he was popularly called, had been the face of Malayalam poetry for several decades. Apart from being one of the foremost poets of modern Kerala, he was also a renowned lyricist who had penned some of the most beautiful movie songs in Malayalam. His musical scores for KPEC dramas often became more famous than the plays in which they featured and reflect his staunch left-wing political ideology. In his illustrious career, he has won several awards, and all this is a testimony to his enduring genius and popularity. The nation honored him with the Padma Shri in 1998 and the Padma Vibhushan in 2011. And he has also won the Jnanapith, India's highest literary award, in 2007. O.N.V.'s works are noted for its romantic spirit, and the soaring lyrical quality of his verses transport the reader to flights of fantasy. Most of his poems reflect contemporary life and its varied facets. He was a poet who believed in rendering his poetic vision with simplicity and sincerity. His first published poem was Munnottam, that came out in a periodical in 1946. O.N.V.'s poems often contain picturesque images of nature in all her splendor and bear testimony to his deep devotion for Mother Nature. Though he is considered to be a predominantly romantic poet, some of his poems reflect his communist ideology. Now let's take a look at some of the important works of O.N.V. Guru. His first poetry collection, Poruthanna Soundaryam, was published in 1949. And then we have Dahikkunna Panapatram in 1956, Mailpili in 1964, and Agnishalabhangal was published in 1971. This book also won the Kerala Sahitya Academy Award. Aksharam, which came out in 1974, won the Kendra Sahitya Academy Award. Then we have Karatha Pakshiyude Paattu in 1977, Uppa in 1980, Bhumikkoru Charamageetham in 1984, Mrigaya in 1990, Ujjaini in 1994, and Swayamvaram in 1995. These are all his poetry collections, and there are many more. I have just listed out a few of them. A short overview of the poem. A Requiem for Mother Earth is the titular poem from the 1984 collection Bhumikkoru Charamageetham. The poet is deeply shocked by the ecological crisis that modern man has foisted on Mother Nature, and therefore he pens an emotional dirge addressed to Mother Earth. Man is portrayed as the ungrateful child who tortures Mother Nature by depleting her resources and subjecting her to unimaginable trauma. Nature here becomes the universal symbol of motherhood. She remains a mute spectator even when her ungrateful children take her to the brink of extinction. The poet is deeply affected by his mother's agony and finds himself in a terrible predicament. The poem has earned both critical acclaim and popular praise as it addresses a very pertinent issue. O.N.V. here questions modern man's callousness towards nature and is dismayed at the ecological catastrophe that will eradicate all life on Earth. So that's all for now. In the next part of the lecture series, we'll be looking at a detailed analysis of the poem. I hope all of you understood the introductory part. Thank you.